Have you ever heard of Mullen verbascum tapsa? Excuse me. Let me just show you what I'm looking at right here. Apparently, herbal mullein, long history of use as a lung tonic. Smoking qualities: the smoke extremely light, mild, almost like smoking air, virtually flavorless. Type of plant: I was looking for tea, but this is what I got. Then I got skullcap, and I was looking for tea, and they're talking about this is smokable. All right, you can mix a bunch of flowers together, and it's smokable. But I was looking for tea. This one helps with your phlegm in your lungs, and the name of this flower is coltsfoot. So if you think this is information you'd like to try out, and since it's over the counter and everything is normal, we're going to head on to stage number 2, the original stage of this video. And this video is about Roman numerals. 1000 Roman numerals, 10 by 10 by 10. All zeros equal 6. I like to say we need calculations that will equal to this. What calculation will equal to this? 83,333 will give me 1.6666. So we're going to look at 2 times 0.8333. At the same time, there's a number you can divide that'll end up with 1.66, and I'm not really sure which number that is. I got it right over here. It's 5 divided by 3, so that's your electric company. And what other numbers divided will get that? That's how we associate with numbers. This one over here is 566. So 566 would be 25 divided by 3. Is that right? No. 15 divided by 3? No. 14 divided by 3? 4.66. 16 divided by 3? No. 17 divided by 3 is 566. So that would be 17 divided by 3, and that would be 83, and that would give me the same 83 as there. And then we have the same 1.66. So we have the 1000, 13th letter, 1 plus 3 equals to 43. 1 plus 3, 1 times 3, 4 and 3. Then we go to D, number 500. So it takes 2 times D, the 4th letter. So we'll now have the 13th letter equals to 1000. 13th letter equals to 1000. And 2 times 500 as D, which is D is the 4th letter. We would need 8. So MD, medical doctor, if you want to look at it that way, is 8 and 4, or 8 and 19. The extension of 1 times 3, 1 plus 4 will extend into number 19. 3 times 19 equals 57. We've now extended into 5 and 7, G and E, the moon, or G and N, or G and W, because W is the 23rd letter. 2 and 3 is 5. NEW is all 5. GPY is all 7, related to the moon. Now we get to the next number. We can get to C100. This one's the 3rd. So we have, did I get that all right? Did I pause it? Did I do something wrong? Hold on, let me stand up my camera and point it down here. Something happened. I'm not sure if we caught the whole video in this. Let me just see if I can get some light on any of this. Is this too much light, too little light? Did we miss part of the video? The video seemed to have stopped on its own, so I'm not really sure if you got the whole video in there. So just in case we missed it, 0.833 times 2 equals to 1.66. Okay, 1.66. We have 17 divided by 3 equals to 5.66. Here's your 5.66. And now we're talking about M and D. You can use medical doctor. It's funny that JC or 13? Or AC, which way do you want to go for M? I don't have to say I am, I just have to go as M. Then the 100, which is 5 times or 10 times. So we have the third letter. Let me see this. Did I get this right? Then we have the third letter over here, number 3. 1 and 3 equals 4. 4, 3. 12th letter, 1 and 2, 3. 24th letter, 2 and 4, 6. In fact, all the Roman numerals, okay, 6, except for we didn't do V as the 22nd letter and the 5th reverse. This one is the 3rd reverse. This one is the 15th reverse. This one is the 24th reverse. This one is the 23rd reversed. And this one over here is the 14th reversed. So we're looking into the sun. We're looking into the sun of the BC world of the Delta Gate, the vibration 2, 3, 4. 2 times 3 times 4 is that 24 and 9. That is your birth. 33 mass 15 through Mars, showing me this numeric value over here. 6 and 3, that is creation of the reverse die, the 1 and the 6. The 1 and the 6, but the way to get 2 and 4, there's many ways to get 2 and 4, right? Sorry, let's not look at 2 and 4. We're going to say the opposite of this on a cube is 5 and 3, electric company. Electric company. 11 come 1 and 1, 1 and 2, alpha beta. I'm not going to say anything about the moon. Mars, halfway passage point over here. So now we have C3 and 5 times 100 or 10 times 100 to get to the 1,000. So 10 times, this would be 30, and 5 times 3, C3, 5 times, this would be 15. So if we bring them together, I get creation of day through the sun and Mars, the heavens of M, because I'm relating. Now, what if I did this differently? What else can I do to create this from 500, this from 100? 5 times, oh, this, okay, so this one was going into here, and this one is going into there. So now we're going to get down to L. L is 12. And don't forget, 1 and 3 can also be 4. So now they match. So now we have L12, and I'm going to go, this is 50. So I'm going to go 2 times 50, and then I'm going to go 10 times 50, and then I'm going to go 20 times 50. L12, L12. And the reason for that is because I want to get 500. Okay, 2 times 50 is 100, so I need 24 to match with C100. 10 times 50 is 500 to match with D, so I need 120. And then I need 20 times 50, and this would be B, this will be J, the 10th letter, and the T, the 20th letter. Yeah, my handwriting ain't looking so good from this side of the board. And this I'm going to need 20, so this is 240. So every one of these is going to tell a little bit of a story. If you add up from 420, right? If you add up from 1 to 15, you end up with this one over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equals to 15. That is your Mars. The opposite, the only number missing is the 6, but that's your reflection of the beginning number you started with, 1. Remember, 1 is here. 1, 3, 5. 2, 4, and 6. 2 is inside of 3, 2 is inside of 5, and 1 is opposite of 6, in which 4 is already inside 6, and 4 is already inside 5. So all I need to do is really start with this one, and it encompasses this one, it encompasses this one, in which this one is inside of this one, and this side is inside of this one, and this one is opposite of this. So with 1, we have all connected inside the cube, which the average center of the cube is 3.5, 2.5, 1.5, and 0.5. To get there, from 3 to get over to the 4, it's only 0.5. So what I would assume, it'll be the size of those circles. Now, if I had to match them up with planets, I would place my planets accordingly. The totality of this, we're not finished yet. We now have the 50 for the L, now have the X for 24. So since we have X10, so I'm going to need 5 times 10 in order to, it's je, meaning I. To get it to this, I would need 100. Or I'm going to have to use a different number over here. What should I use here? How about 5 times 100 in order, okay, and 5 times, this is 120, and this is 120. So what I did is 5 times 100, which is 10 times 10. Or, how else did I get 100? 2 times 5 times 10 to get that. So we have to figure out all the equations where the numbers will be perfect. Or a 0.5, we can use anything, but right now I want to stick on exact. So 5 times 10 equals to the L, and I get 120. Now 5 times 100 equals to the D, and I still get 120. So now what would I get to the 1,000? 5 times 200 to come over here? I'd still get 120. What else will bring me over here? Will it be 10 times 100 to bring me here? So now I would have 10 times 100 equals 1,000. And this would be 240. And my 240 would now match over here. Now, if you notice, there's something I'm doing, if you notice. Because the 100 counts, it means I'm multiplying by C. Because the 10 counts, I'm multiplying by the value of X. Because the 50 counts, I'm multiplying by the value of L. Here, I'm just using the same value. Or I can go into a dividing value where 500 divided by 5 will now equal to this, or 1,000 divided by 2. So you'll be using, if you want to use divided by 5 or divided by 2, you would use the letters E and B. But there's an extension of this, because in the E family, number 5, you have the 14th letter, 1 and 4 is 5, and you have the 23rd letter, 2 and 3 is 5. As in the B, you have the K, which is the 11th letter, 1 and 1 is 2, and you have T, which is the 20th letter. So I'm not going to give you any answers to any of this right now. There's a whole mathematical equation that has to be figured out here, and this is how either numeric numbers will be talking to each other via whatever, crypto or blockchain or computer language or whatever it is. These are ways to have movement on the scales that have been created over centuries. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. The knowledge shared, each and every individual that wants to work on this, go ahead. Let's build those vines to the universe and have a stronger bound universe